But yeah, we're going to start. We're going to go straight to. I think let's wait for Edmond. Edmond, Edmond is entering the training now. I think he's already in. All right. So good evening again. We are still on our existing project. We're still working on our existing project, um, which is the GIS Training 2024. So once you open your computer, please go to your Windows search. You type GIS Pro, or you look on your text bar. You will see the app there. Please double click, or you go to your desktop. You should see the app, and then you should double click. And once you double click, you need to give it some time to initialize, and then your app will open, and then you have an interface like this. So of course, you have your recent projects. Please click on your GIS 2024. Once you click your GIS Training 2024, the project will open. Okay. Yesterday we stopped at labeling. We we did labeling, how to label points, polylines, and polygons, which we did yesterday. Sorry, we stopped at calculating geometries. We did polyline. Um, please make sure when you are in the meeting, please you mute your microphone. Of course, now we are now able to successfully calculate the polyline geometry which we did yesterday. Um, First of all, I hope we are all comfortable with labeling now. So I will not need to do revision. Please, you can refer to the video on the YouTube, and then you can always refresh your mind. So we need to move. Um, so yesterday we did um, geometry calculation on polylines, where we had to calculate the distance underscore kilometer field, and then we used kilometer. Remember already our column heading here is distance underscore km. So if we are calculating geometry, we should also bear in mind that our distance underscore km, our distance underscore km is what we should use. We should use km. So you cannot have a field heading as distance underscore km, and then you calculate a geometry using the unit, using the meter units. Let me explain to you what I mean. If you right click on the column heading, you right click on the column heading, and then you go to calculate geometry. You see that your calculate geometry window is now activated. So, and the input features is your road network, and then the field, that is the geometry, which is the road network, the geometry attribute you want to use to calculate. So we are going to use the geometry attribute field of distance km. Remember, our um, our field heading, it's already distance underscore km, and that is what is showing here, because this is the field that we want to calculate. And then the property is length. But when you come to length unit, because you have already given it the heading distance underscore km, so that if anybody opens this attribute table, the person will be able to know that the values which you have calculated for distance underscore km is in kilometers. You cannot have distance underscore km and under units, length units, you come and select, let's say, meters. If, for example, I use meters and then I say okay, you will notice that I have 1,000, I have 10,217.8. So if, for example, a novice or somebody who does not understand, right click this road network, right click and go to attribute table, and then the person looks under the distance underscore km column header, you see that the person will be like, do you mean you have this value, for example, this road? Let me double click this road that is highlighted in blue. Do you mean that this road, that the distance is 10,217 kilometers? It's not possible. So if you use distance underscore meters, please make sure that when you are calculating the geometry, you are using meters. Okay. So, and also, if you want to calculate the geometry for distance, please don't click on any of the points, because what will happen is, on the line, if, for example, you select this line and then you right click, you say calculate geometry, you will only calculate this row, and then all the other values will be 0, 0, 0. If you click on here, or you just click on here and then you right click, you say calculate geometry, only this row will be only this row under this column will be calculated. All of these rows will not be calculated. So you have to deselect this one and click on the row header. You see, you click on the row header. Once you click on the column header, you see that you have now selected all the boxes that you want to calculate. Now you can now right click, you go to calculate geometry, and then kilometer length, and then the length unit, you change it to kilometers, and then you click OK. All right. So now let's go to polygon. Calculating geometry for polygon. Let's say for the mine in this boundary, we want to calculate the boundary. What is the size of the boundary? So please right click on your mine in this boundary and open its attribute. You right click on mine list boundary and then you open its attribute. You will see, for me, I have FID, I have shape, I have ID. So if I want to calculate the area, I will have to add field. Remember, in previous lessons we talked about how to add a field. So please click on add field. If you have not created a field for this layer, please click on add field. Please click on add field. Once the add field is activated, you type in area underscore square kilometer, and then you hit enter on your keyboard. And then for data type, please select float, because we want to have, let's say, maybe decimal places. We want the values to have decimal places. Maybe let's say 210.59 square kilometers, if that's what we want to see. So please select on float, you hit enter, And then once you're done, please you go to save your edit on your table. Please go to save the modification to the table. All right. So once you are done, you please close the fields. Um, the fields. Now you have area underscore square kilometer as an added field. So now you want to calculate the area. Now you are ready to calculate the area underscore square kilometer. So you right click, you click on the column header, which is area underscore square kilometers. You right click, please click on calculate geometry. Are you there? Calculate geometry. Now your input feature which you want to calculate is minor list boundary. Now the geometry attribute which you want to use to calculate is area, square, kilometers. Now the property you see is empty. So please click on the drop down arrow and then you click on area. I don't know why this is showing, but please click on um, use this. Let's see. Okay. Please use area geodetics. And then for area units, click on the area unit. Please click. Remember, you have already given a header here, area, square, kilometer. You mean you are trying to add the field or what? Hmm. Okay, please save your edit. First of all, you have to save your edit. So please save edit. Have you saved your edit? Have you saved your edit? Okay, so when you save, okay, when you save, there will be another attribute open here. You have to close it. Once you close it, you will see your attribute table now. You should be able to see the added attribute, added field. Okay, so now right click, please right click on the area underscore square kilometers and click on calculate geometry. The no, that's because you have, okay, if you want to deselect it, please bring your arrow to this corner and click in the white box here. Can you see my arrow? Can you see my arrow? Please, okay, please bring it to this corner and click. You when you click, you see that you have deselected everything. Now bring your arrow to the column header here, right click, Yeah, that's what. To the area underscore the header, the column header. Please bring your arrow there at the top. Can you see now? Okay, so bring your arrow at the top of the column header, which is area underscore square. Right click and then click on calculate geometry. All right, so you right click and you calculate geometry. Your calculate geometry window will be activated, and then the field which you want to calculate is area underscore square kilometer, and then the property is area because we want to calculate area of the polygon, and then the unit which you want to use, which is the area unit, is going to be square kilometers. So please select square kilometers and then your coordinate system. Which coordinate system do you want to use? You can select. Please switch off your microphone. You can select any of the layers. You can select. You can select any of the layers that has the correct coordinate system, or if you are not sure, you can click the globe here. You select the coordinate system and then you go to your favorites and then you select your known coordinate system. You click OK, and then once you are done, please click to run. So once you click run, you see that the area underscore square kilometer has already been calculated, and the area for this polygon, I have already highlighted the polygon. The area for this polygon is 530.837 square kilometers. Are we all together? Are we on the same page? All right. Okay. I'll come back. I'll come back and so where are you now, please? Let me know where you. Can you please let me know where you are, please? Yeah. So please. Yeah. So please click. Uh-huh. Yes. Area. Yes. Then for your unit. Yeah. So for your unit. Yeah. That's what you should use. Then click OK. For the area unit, you should click on square kilometers. Okay. Okay, please. Okay. Um. Can you close your attributes, please? Close your attribute table. Okay. Please right click and open your attribute. Please right click and open your attribute. Please right click and open your attribute. Okay. You right click. You open attribute. Okay. When you open your attribute table, you have two columns highlighted. Wait, 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 wait. How many polygons do you have in your in your attribute? Because so if you have deleted it, you have to edit your save, please. Make sure you edit your save. You save your edit. Sorry. Yeah, you have to save your edit because you've deleted one. You have to go to edit and save. You have saved it. You have saved it. Okay. So now, so now, please click on. Don't click on the polygon. Deselect it and please right click on area square kilometers. Click on calculate geometry. Okay, let's see. Let wait. Let's see if say again. Can you please right click on the area square kilometer? Right click, just right click on that. Don't do any other tax. Click on calculate geometry. Click on calculate geometry. Okay. Do you have your calculate geometry window open like this? You have it open. Okay, good. Now your input features is mine in this boundary, not so. Good. Now the existing field, it's area square kilometers, which is default also. Good. Property is that is if you click under here, what do you want to calculate? We want to calculate area. I think there is even area. I was not guys, there is an area here. There is area geodesic, there is area. So please click on area. Guys, if you have already calculated area, please recalculate again by selecting area instead of area, bracket begins, bracket close, geodesic. So have you clicked on the area? Good. Now for area units. Now, because you have area underscore square kilometer as your column header, now you are now going to select which unit do you want to use. Remember already you have stated here that you want to use square kilometer. So please click in the drop down here on the drop down and select square kilometer. Okay. Now for your coordinate system, you can click in the drop down here and select any of the layers, or you click on the globe and then you have your coordinate system window opens, and then please go to your favorites You select your known coordinates and then you click OK to select your coordinate. Or shortcut, you can click select any of the layers. Okay, now click OK. Good. Okay, guys, if you look at for those who already used area geodesic and the ordinary area, remember guys, when I calculated my area geodesic, I got 530 point something square kilometer. But when I used just area, I got 531. So this is where the type of the property you want to calculate come in. If you do not use the appropriate um, property unit, you will notice that you will have errors in your calculation. For example, the area geodesic I used is is actually calculating this area of the polygon based on the curvature of the globe, or based on the curvature of that area. So that's why you have less area. But when you use just an area, it means that area has been flattened. That area has been flattened, or that area has been reprojected. So when you flatten that particular area, because the globe is, I don't know, because the globe is spherical, and then they have made it, and then they have flattened it, based on the some projection or some mathematical formula based on our previous trainings, you can now see that something that was curved, if you have flattened it, you see that you have more area, or you have a larger extent. So this is just what is happening. Okay, so that's why when we are calculating the geometries, we need to use the correct property units. But guys, this is how we calculate the polygon. I think we will go off for now, or maybe we can do. We have 2 minutes in the training before we are kicked out, and then we can calculate settlement. So please close your mining list boundary. Also, right click on settlement, open its attributes. We are going to calculate our x coordinates and y coordinates. Please right click on your settlement layer, open the coordinates, open the x coordinates and the y coordinates. Are we there? All right, so now please click on your x core. Right click on your x core. You can right click either on x core or on y core, it doesn't matter, but please right click on on x core, click on calculate geometry. Now the input feature is settlement. The geometry attribute which you want to calculate. You want to calculate x coordinates. Also, you can click in this box, this empty space here, the drop down. You have your y core. You can select your y core because you want to calculate your x core and your y core. And then for the property is going to be point x coordinate. And then for the y coordinate, you select point y coordinate. So x coordinate property, point x coordinate. Y core, point y coordinate. Then once you are done, coordinate format, same as input, your coordinate system. Please select any of the layers. Shortcut, you have your coordinate. Once you are done, please click OK. You now have your y coordinate and your x coordinate calculated.